dancing, and high-pitched phone calls to Scotland, where it was still the last day of the decade before. I vaguely remember a fiercely contested drawing competition with crayons, and, for reasons I can't fathom, sitting atop a stepladder with a miner's lamp strapped to my head. Later, at another friend's house, we had White Russians in tumblers and tequila served in martini glasses. There was raucous laughter and a Halloween mask, and Lemonhead songs played on a tiny pink guitar. I remember one of my friends vomiting in the kitchen sink, and the group blithely singing over it as if this was neither noteworthy nor unusual. I remember thinking, when's this going to stop? Then having another beer for the road. I roll over onto my side, releasing a deathbed groan. The alarm clock comes into view, its illuminated digits stabbing my eyes. It's 2 p.m. Another groan. This one seems to come from my bones. My guts churn as a tribe of African drummers pounds out a rhythm in my brain, and I pay a grudging respect to a hangover that, having been almost a month in the making, has arrived with some fanfare. Being conscious hurts. I gag as I think of all the booze I put away in December. One long party interspersed with stolen moments of sleep and tortured days at work. But covering alcohol is my job. I'm the binge-drinking health reporter. During the week, I write about Australia's booze-soaked culture. At the weekends, I write myself off. For 5 years, I've documented the nation's escalating toll of alcohol abuse as a health reporter for The Age and The Sunday Age, so I know more than most the consequences of risky drinking. I've even won awards for my Alcohol Time Bomb series, which highlighted the perilous state of our nation's drinking habits. But it hasn't deterred me. I'm always first on the dance floor and last to leave the party. At the 2010 Staff Christmas Bash, I won the inaugural Jill Stark Drinking Award, bestowed upon me for recording the least amount of time between partying and turning up to work. I celebrated the honour with a beer. When colleagues remarked on the irony of my role as health reporter, I told them it was gonzo journalism, just immersing myself in the story. Then I danced into the next morning, breaking my own record by stumbling into work after 4 hours sleep, my title safe for another year. I stuck the beer-stained certificate on my fridge, ostensibly to show off to friends, but really to serve as a reminder that this was, or should have been, a line in the sand. Yet the festive season leaves little time for self-reflection. There's always another party. I powered on and on and on, until the hangover of all hangovers brought me here. An ungodly noise reverberates around the room. It's impossibly loud. I wrestle with the doona, unearthing my mobile from a pile of clothes. It's my friend and colleague Nat. I can't talk to her. The inside of my head is a graveyard for brain cells. Those that survived last night are clinging to life, resting on the backs of their fallen comrades, too weak to help me form words. I turn the phone to silent, waiting for the message bank alert to vibrate. "Hi, Darl. Happy New Year," Nat trills in her sing-song voice. "So sorry to bother you on your day off, but I really need your help. Brendan Favola's been arrested for being drunk, and I have to do the story. I need to find some alcohol experts to talk about whether he should be in rehab, is his career over, where to next, that sort of thing. Was hoping you'd be able to put me on to some of your contacts. Anyway, hope you had a good night. If you can call me back, that would be great." It's an hour before I recover the motor skills to send Nat the contacts. Scrolling through my phone, I find the mobile numbers of Australia's leading authorities on alcohol abuse. The Chief Executive of the Australian Drug Foundation. The Chairman of the National Health and Medical Research Council's Working Committee on Alcohol. The Head of the Prime Minister's National Preventative Health Task Force. These are men who trust and respect me, men who will draw on their decades of expertise to speak eloquently on the best road to rehabilitation for a troubled star footballer who has had one big night too many. Fev will be in good hands. But what about me? As I lie here, enveloped by a sense of shame and the stench of stale pale ale, the only thing louder than the thumping pain in my head is a noise I have tried to ignore for months, the tick, tick, tick of my own alcohol time bomb. I've been a binge drinker since I was a teenager.